He left you, so now what? Sis, I see you. The hurt, the anger, and the disappointment. It feels like he just walked away without a second thought, and now you're left holding the pieces of a shattered dream. You were building something together, creating a family, a future, so you thought, but now you're alone and it's really painful. Like, how could he just leave? How could he just walk away from everything you created, from his own child or even his own children? First, let me say this. I'm sorry that happened to you, and I'm sorry that you are going through this. And it's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel the pain. It's okay to be angry. But understand that you can't stay there forever, because staying in that place is in an emotional rut. It means that you are giving him the power. And if there's anything you need to realize right now, is that you have the power. He doesn't. Not anymore. Because I've lived through this, I can tell you the stages that you will go through. When a man walks away, especially when you have a child or children together, there are stages you will go through. You will feel denial, anger, sadness, and some guilt. Why did he leave? You'll be thinking, was I even enough? Or did I say something wrong? And if you're not careful, you'll be stuck in this stage where you're constantly trying to prove yourself to him. So you'll find yourself chasing him because you're reaching out, you're trying to let him know you still care, you're there, if it's anything he needs. So you find yourself, even though you're exhausted, overwhelmed, taking care of the child or the children by yourself, you find yourself checking on him, making sure he's okay when he doesn't even check on you to make sure that you're okay. So when you're in that stage, it's because you felt like you wasn't enough, and probably this person chased you, probably sold you all kind of dreams, and told you that they wanted you. You probably wasn't even feeling them at first, and they just kept on. Then eventually you end up in this situation with them, and then they just walk away. So it makes you feel, even if that wasn't the case, it still, regardless of the fact, will make you feel like you're not enough. But I'm here to tell you that you are, right? Listen, mama, you didn't fail. He did. And yes, that's hard to digest because it feels personal. But it's not even about you. It's about his inability to rise to the occasion, to step up, to be the man he needed to be for you and for your family. So stop wasting your energy. Stop questioning yourself. The truth is, sometimes people leave. But that doesn't mean you should stay like, say that I'm going to stay stuck in this hurt, or say that I just can't get over this, or keep telling yourself that story. You need to heal, rise above the rejection, and realize your worth, right? You're still worthy. Right now, you might feel like you've been abandoned, and for me, growing up in foster care, not having my mother or father, when I went through that, it was like that whole abandonment story came back that I worked so hard to get over, came back to me again. But when I was met with that in my mind, I met that thought with I'm not abandoned, because first of all, God loves me. I'm God's daughter. Secondly, I have friends and family and a host of people surrounding me that have shown me all kind of love and kindness. And I choose in this moment to embrace that love and not the feeling of abandonment. I am not abandoned. I am not a victim, and I will get through this. So it feels sometimes like you've been left with nothing, but sometimes you need to just look at what you do have, because you got everything you need inside of you. You're still worthy of love, respect, and success, right? You're still a whole person capable of achieving anything, and guess what? You are still a mother. So your child or your children still needs you, and they need you to survive, but they also need you to thrive, not just only survive, but also to thrive. And the best way you can do that is by showing them, right, what strength looks like. So the first step to moving forward is to stop holding on to false hope. Oh my God, I've so been there, right? If he's not in your household, if he's not pulling in the effort with you, stop sleeping with him. Stop letting him come back over there and pick up Junior, then sneak back in with you. Because all that does is keep you stuck in a repetitive loop, clinging to the hope that he's going to change, that he'll come back and everything will be okay. Let me tell you something, sweetheart, that is hope. It is a trap. right? It is hope deferred, right? The Bible tells us that hope deferred makes the heart sick. So when you get your hope up about something and it doesn't happen, it makes your heart sick. He showed you who he was through his actions, not his words. So let his inconsistency be the answer to your questions. Don't let the inconsistency drain your energy, your time, and your focus, right? So you deserve more. You're doing all the work. You need to preserve your energy for your dreams, for your goals, and for your child's future or your children's future. Not for someone who doesn't have the heart to show up in the things that really matter. Find your strength in God, sis. This is when you need to really listen, all right? If you haven't got your life right with God, definitely get your life right with God. Repent for the mistakes that you have made. Ask for his guidance and get clear on your purpose. And I promise you, he has a plan for you. One that is beyond what you can imagine right now. Start by getting clarity. You can't get where you want to go if you're not clear on where you're headed, right? It's like taking time to sit down with yourself and reflect on what you want and set those goals. Clarity is your mental GPS. So without it, you're just driving in circles. Imagine you're going on a trip like out of state and it's 100 miles away, right? And you don't set your GPS. You're just like, well, I'm just going to start driving, right? I don't even know what direction the destination is. I'm just going to start driving and blah, I'm going to end up there. Not so, right? You might end up at a lake or a river somewhere. So when you set your clarity mindset, you are saying, this is exactly what I want out of my life based on my prayer life, based on where God is leading me. So in order for that to happen, this is what I need to be doing. So when you get clear, your mind begins to be a GPS system and it begins to help you create scenarios, situations, and strategies that can help you get to where you want to go. So you want to create an action strategy, right? Once you're clear on your goals, it's time to create that strategy. This is where it gets serious. You need to understand your niche. Now I call it a niche, but you can also call it purpose. What is it that you want to offer the world? Whether it's a business idea, a service, or a product, you need to do research. Research the market. Look at who is really out there. Are there people looking for the products or services that you have in mind? You'll want to understand the pain points of your target audience. What are their struggles and how can you provide a solution? This is how you create value. This is how you start building something that not only serves you, but also serves your community. That's exactly why I started Sit at Home Profits, because I saw so many moms suffering, moms working 2 jobs, trying to take care of their kids. Moms are overwhelmed, overworked, stressed. No one's pouring back into them. And I knew, right, that because I've done it for over a decade, that you could use your laptop and turn it into an ATM. You can literally set up streams of income, automation on the internet, right? That way you're home with your babies and you're not struggling as much. Now you may go through phases in life where you lose everything or whatever, you have to rebuild or whatever life happens. But once you have that skill set, it's like riding a bike. You can jump back on and you can do it anytime. Now, disclaimer, I can't promise you any income because you have to put in the work. You have to be willing to learn. You can start with subscribing here so that you can get the coaching and the trainings and all of the things that's going to help you have ideas and learn how you can leverage the internet for profit. So you're not working 2 jobs. So you're not having to leave your house at night. So you're not having to go chase a bag or chase some other man for a couple of dollars, but that you can create your own way. You can leverage the internet to create your income, his income, another income, or whatever. So you can buy a house and do the things that you need to do and not feel rushed and have to feel like you have to be less than because you have to beg and borrow and pick to just make ends meet. So that is why I started Sit at Home Profits, because I found that so many moms were trying to figure out, how do I make it? How do I survive? Plus, with the economy that we're in right now, all the things that are going on, all this talk about ending SNAP and, based on your income housing, all this stuff. This is the time, guys, that you need to buckle down, get a strategy, start learning and growing, because you can make this happen. You don't have to have all of this help Because what you need is inside of you. Yes, you have friends and all this that will reach out and be whatever, but while they're reaching out, while they're helping you, use that time to leverage the internet and learn how you can be a mom that can sit at home and profit, right? I'm not talking about literally just sitting at the house, but being able to make your own way and do what you need to do in your life. So as you're doing this, you got to start thinking about who is your target market, right? So your target market isn't just some random group of people. They are real people like you with real problems, and they need solutions. Whatever their issues are is keeping them up at night. Because I remember when I first started on the internet, right? I would have to go to this class to find this out, go there to find that out, do this, do that, try to discover stuff. I would be up all night trying to understand how to put the pieces together to get my income rolling on the internet. That's why Sit at Home Profits exists, because it's a one-house solution. It shows you from beginning to ending how to get started, how to get clear, how to find your target market, how to build businesses, all kinds of ideas to leverage the internet for profits in one place. So in the same sense, whatever you're passionate about, find out who the people are that need that, and find out what is keeping them up at night and solve that problem. Find out who they are, what they care about, and how you can offer them something that will improve their lives, right? Do the work to figure out what they need and give it to them. Then get your message out there. Now that you know your niche and your target market, it's time to get the word out. Don't sit on your ideas. Get on social media. Create a blog. Start vlogging on YouTube or Instagram or wherever. Whatever is open at the time that you're hearing this message. Use ads, right? Y'all getting ready to get that income tax money? Take some of that money. Look at my affiliate marketing course, okay? And take some of that money and start creating these ads, right? Get creative on how to share your message, because people need to know what you have to offer, right? Don't be afraid to fail at first, because that's a part of the process. But get out there, show the world what you have got, right? You can't afford to stay stuck. Listen to me, mama. You are smart. You are beautiful. You are capable of building the life that you want, even without him. Stop letting someone who couldn't even show up for you define your worth. You got dreams, and they are valid. You got children, and they need you to lead by example. You are the one in control of your future. You are the one who can rise above the pain, build something great, and show the world just how powerful you are. Don't let anyone, especially him, hold you back. Most of all, he left you, but don't you leave you. Don't you dare, girl. He left you, so what? Don't you leave you. It's time to rise above it all. It's time to put yourself first. It's time to get clear, to create a plan, and to work towards a future that's all yours. And trust me when I say, you have everything inside to make this happen. You don't need his approval. You don't need his love or his promises. You got everything that you need within you. So mama, what are you waiting for? Let's get to work. Rise up. You got this. All right, y'all. I'm trying to record this part of what I wanted to say to you guys as fast as I can, because my toddler is up, so there's not gonna be a quiet background. But I just wanted to encourage you and let you know there's so many ways that you can start leveraging the internet for profits. One of the ways is definitely YouTube. You're on YouTube right now watching my channel, so you can go ahead and start leveraging the internet for profits by just launching your YouTube channel. There are so many moms just like you, women just like you, who are using the YouTube to just share like cooking ideas. They're sharing their family and all this kind of stuff and different things. They're sharing inspiration, ideas, knowledge that they have specialized knowledge in. And you know, one of the things that I did, because like I said, I've been there in the situation, you know, where, you know, I'm left holding the bag. And at this point in my life, I am too mature to be complaining and talking about it and putting a whole bunch of information out, maybe when we have a live. And if you want to ask me questions about my situation, I will share that, but I don't like doing it just over audios in depth, because it makes me seem like I'm a victim, and I'm not. You know, I made the choices I made. I was in situations that I was in, and my child came out of it, and my child is a beautiful child. But what I did, turned my child into a brand, because he had like this amazing personality, and just, you know, he's able to just do well in those situations. Not all children are, so never force them. But if you see that that is the opportunity where you can share educational material featuring your child or whatever, and you feel good about that and your child feels good about it, because like I don't force him, everything is just really natural. And a lot of his videos I use avatars so that he doesn't have to be filmed all the time. So but my point in saying that is, when you look into kids content like Ryan's World, made over $35 million last year. Is a show, I believe it's called Diana and somebody. They made several millions of dollars last year. So plus there are people who are just doing kids content and they're not like in the videos or anything. They're just sharing their specialized knowledge about teaching or whatever. You have teachers and educators and stuff that are just sharing, and those niches do pretty well. There's a lot to creating kids content, and there's also a lot to the rules, so your monetization will be a little harder than other channels. But do your research, right? If you're interested in that, and maybe just sharing your family or sharing ideas or helpful tips to parents, or creating a channel that features your child if your child feels good about that and you feel comfortable with that, or creating an avatar, using an avatar as a child and creating content around your family life. So that's one way. Or if you're a makeup artist or you have other things that you specialize in, you can create a YouTube channel around that. One of the things that I would definitely suggest is reading all the rules to YouTube, because with the new rules, it's really hard to feature kids in your channel without making it a kids channel. So be aware of the rules, right? But whatever it is, whether it's cooking, some people have channels revolving around cleaning techniques, hair, makeup. Let's see. Just right now, my brain is like wondering, because I have to go because I have my toddlers up. But I'm just telling you, you can do that. Okay. Another thing would be like an Etsy store. Just research it, Google it, learn how you can connect Etsy stores to print on demand shops. And what that is that you create products and services on these blank canvases, whether it's clothes, wall art, whatever. Then whenever someone orders from your Etsy store, your print on demand shop will print that item that you created, maybe in Canva somewhere online or whatever the design was that you uploaded to the product. Okay, and then they ship it. So in that case, you're not housing any of the products or services. So whenever they print the design, they take their cut for the print and for shipping, and you get the rest. So they'll tell you in the back office what is going to cost to print the design, and then they recommend what the upcharge should be. So that's how that works. Anyway, I will leave a link in the description to my print on demand store. I will also leave a link in the description to my son's YouTube channel. It's called The Book of Eli Adventures. The Book of Eli Adventures. I will leave a link to that. Please subscribe, right? Subscribe. Be a part of that, because that is how we grow and learn. Also, if you do have a YouTube channel, in my comment section, it's okay if you share it, as long as you share a meaningful post. Like, don't just be putting your links in there, but just tell us what your channel is about, and then encourage somebody, tell someone something about how can you help somebody in your post. Then for sure it's okay if you leave a link to your YouTube channel or something legitimate, right? No nudity, no drama, none of that other craziness. Okay. So yeah, so between that, like Etsy stores, print on demand stores, now Printify has a whole free pop-up shop thing where you don't even have to deal with customer service. You don't have to pay anything unless you make a sale. So I mean, there's just all kinds of ways, right? Like I said, blogging, having your own blog. What I love about YouTube right now is that YouTube has their own blog built in. Y'all ain't hear me. So now we used to have to go build a blog in a separate place. Then you had to, do your YouTube and all this other stuff. All of it's on YouTube. You can upload your video and blog right there to your community, right on the same platform. So it's amazing. I do recommend, like, whatever brand you build on YouTube, to have a backup site to that, where you're saving your videos and content and stuff, plus have a way for people to reach you outside of YouTube. And then, something ever were to happen, you have something, to fall back on. But like I said, I'm not giving you broad enough ideas for YouTube, because everybody can't do kids content. It's no game. You gotta know all of the rules, right? Definitely, like I said, never ever force your kids to perform or do anything that is so unnatural to them, or they are crying and they're upset. There's been times where I wanted to do like a little counting game or something, and my son just went in the mood. Okay, whatever. I'll just use his little avatar and still get the counting game done. And like I said, a lot of his videos, he's not in a lot of them because I don't want him over filmed. So I created, I have an avatar that I found and made it my own, right? It was royalty free or whatever, and I just created it to look like him, and then now he has an avatar that I can use. But anyway, so there's, like I said, all kinds of ways. Then I have YouTube channels that don't have my name or my face. You will never know they're my channels, okay? They are faceless channels that I push, and those channels do well. And so, like I said, there's just so much stuff that you can do, like from starting, like I said, those print-on-demand stores, YouTube channels, blogs, vlogs. I'm trying to think of other things right now, but like my toddler's up, so I know I gotta go. So I really can't get deep into it, but you can start Googling ways to leverage the internet for profits. And you can also go over to sitahomeprofits.com, right? And join there. You'll get a lot of the trainings that's on my YouTube channel, plus a lot more. And you'll get the downloads, the workbooks, and all that stuff. And then I have this training on blogging that shows you from A to Z how to pick your niche, how to do all this research, and how to do everything so that you can get started on the internet. Additionally, I include, work from home job opportunities that I found, research or whatever. All right, so you can look at those so that you can go ahead and find you a little work from home job while you're building your business. Childhood, okay? No more that catching the bus, the train, driving hours to work, okay, leaving your kids here and there while you're trying to make some money on the internet. Because right now they have jobs where you're like training AI bots, where you're just like doing conversational chats, or the jobs where you are just answering people in chat for customer services, so you're not having to have a quiet background because you're just on your laptop doing whatever. I highly recommend, if you have small children under 5, that you have a spouse. If you don't have a spouse, a friend, right? Because this what the whole audio was about. He left you, now what? So you may not have that spouse or someone, but someone needs to be watching your kids, okay? Otherwise, you have to do like I do, which is get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning and do my productivity sessions. So that's when I really focus on like building my business, creating content, doing all those things. And whenever I am taking an AI job or anything like that, which is rare these days, I try to do it when he's sleeping. So you do sacrifice a little bit of sleep, okay? Maybe a lot of sleep, okay? But you're at home and you are, your money's coming straight through the internet, okay? It's being printed right from your laptop. Turn that laptop into an ATM, okay? So I just wanted to hit that and just let y'all know that you can leverage these different ideas to start generating income on the internet. Start these streams. Check out my video on, I think it's called Affiliate Marketing Cash Automation, because I show you how to get affiliate offers where you don't even create anything and you just set up ads and you earn money that way. So anyway, that was some tips. I gotta go because here comes my toddler right now. Hey, Elijah. Can you say hey? You gonna say hey to everybody? He said, hey, everybody. Y'all probably didn't hear him. Come up here. Come up here and say hey. Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
All right, so I gotta go. Y'all better start making that money on the internet, okay? Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out the description. If you have small children, definitely check out Elijah's channel. It's called The Book of Eli Adventures. I'll put a link, and I'll put a link to my print-on-demand store. And I created all those designs, y'all. all those designs. So cool, so fun. And I don't have to do custom service, none of that, because I did it all with Printify. I have a video on Printify. I'm not sharing my screen or anything. I'm just telling you how it works, but I put links in the description that shows you how to, there are people that are doing tutorials that you can look at. Okay, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Tell them bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you want to change your life, you have to speak directly to that victim inside of you and tell that victim to get out of there. And say, that's not me. That will never be me. I'm not a victim. I'm a powerful human being who has opportunities, who has tools, who has the ability to change my story.